The mind doesn't distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you create a detailed mental picture of your desired outcome, your subconscious mind begins to believe it is real, activating the neural pathways necessary to bring that vision into reality. This is why athletes, performers, and successful individuals across all fields use visualization techniques. They understand that by repeatedly visualizing their success, they are preparing both their mind and body to act in accordance with that vision. Let's break this down. Every time you visualize yourself achieving a goal, whether it's excelling in a career, building meaningful relationships, or attaining financial freedom, you are strengthening the neural connections that govern your behavior and thought patterns. Your subconscious mind does not differentiate between an imagined experience and a real one. So when you visualize yourself achieving your goals, you are effectively teaching your brain how to act and respond in the real world to make those goals a reality. Visualization works because it directly influences your self-image. When you repeatedly picture yourself in a successful scenario, it reinforces the belief that you are capable and deserving of success. Over time, this new self-image becomes ingrained in your subconscious, altering the way you think, feel, and behave. The more you visualize success, the more your actions and decisions align with that success. It's like tuning an instrument. The more you practice, the more finely tuned your actions become to reach the intended outcome. However, the key to effective visualization is detail. The more vivid and detailed the image you create in your mind, the stronger the impact. It's not enough to simply picture a vague, abstract goal. You must create a complete mental picture. For example, if your goal is to launch a successful business, don't just imagine success, visualize every aspect of that success, how it feels to have customers, how you feel walking into your office, the satisfaction of seeing your products on the shelves, the joy of financial abundance. The more sensory details you include, the more powerful the visualization becomes. You want to involve not just your eyes, but all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, and even smell in that future scenario? By immersing yourself in these detailed mental images, you are programming your subconscious to identify the steps necessary to achieve that reality. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a thought and a real experience, so when you visualize, you are essentially creating a roadmap for success that your mind will follow. Over time, your thoughts become more aligned with your goals, and you begin to see opportunities that you might have overlooked before. Your mind actively looks for ways to make that vision real, because you have already experienced it in the mental realm. Visualization also has a profound effect on motivation and persistence. Life is filled with setbacks and obstacles. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't go according to plan. But when you have a clear, compelling vision of success, you can draw strength from that image to keep moving forward. The mind becomes a source of resilience rather than doubt. When faced with challenges, you recall your visualization, remind yourself of the ultimate goal, and regain the confidence and motivation to keep pressing on. The process of visualization is not a passive exercise. It is an active, intentional practice that requires consistent effort. It's like exercising a muscle. At first, the mind may resist or wander, but with regular practice, it becomes easier to focus and immerse yourself in the vision. Every time you visualize your goals, you are training your mind to stay focused on the desired outcome, reinforcing the belief that success is within reach. Visualization is also an incredibly effective tool for overcoming fear. Fear often arises when we are uncertain about the future or unsure of our ability to handle challenges. But when you visualize yourself navigating obstacles with confidence and grace, fear begins to lose its power. You start to see challenges as opportunities for growth, not as insurmountable barriers. The more you visualize success, the more you build your internal belief that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle that stands in your way. Furthermore, visualization connects you to the emotional aspect of your goals. Goals are not just about achieving something in the future, they are about the feelings and experiences that come with those achievements. When you visualize, you are not only seeing the end result, but also connecting to the positive emotions associated with success, whether it's the pride of accomplishment, the peace of financial freedom, or the joy of helping others. This emotional connection fuels your drive and determination to make that vision a reality. It gives you a compelling reason to work toward your goals beyond just the external rewards. In the end, visualization is not magic, it's a scientific principle that taps into the power of the mind. It allows you to set a clear course, train your mind to stay focused on your goals, and prepare you to act in alignment with your desires. Visualization creates a strong mental foundation upon which you can build your success, and as you visualize with consistency and intention, the vision gradually becomes your reality. Through the practice of visualization, you connect your thoughts, emotions, and actions to the success you seek, and this alignment is what ultimately leads to the manifestation of your dreams. Gratitude is one of the most transformative emotions you can cultivate in your life. It is a simple yet powerful force that has the ability to shift your entire perspective, alter your emotional state, and attract more of what you desire. Most people think of gratitude as a response to receiving something positive, but true gratitude goes beyond that. It is not merely about acknowledging what you have, but about embracing a mindset that allows you to see abundance in every area of your life. It is a practice that has the power to change your reality because it opens you up to the flow of more good things. When you practice gratitude consistently, you begin to train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life, no matter the circumstances. It's easy to become fixated on what you lack, especially in times of difficulty or uncertainty. The mind has a natural tendency to focus on problems, challenges, and gaps between where you are and where you want to be. But gratitude redirects this focus, shifting your attention away from scarcity and toward abundance. When you choose to focus on what is working in your life, you begin to see opportunities, solutions, and blessings that you may have otherwise overlooked. Gratitude also has a profound effect on your emotional state. When you consciously reflect on what you are grateful for, your mood shifts. It's impossible to feel angry, resentful, or fearful when you are focused on the positive. Gratitude has an immediate calming effect on the nervous system, lowering stress levels and increasing feelings of happiness and contentment. This is why grateful people are often more resilient in the face of adversity. They have trained their minds to focus on what is good, even in the midst of challenges, which gives them the strength to keep moving forward. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is that it strengthens your ability to attract more of what you desire. It is a law of attraction in action. When you are grateful, you signal to the universe that you are open and receptive to more abundance. The energy of gratitude is magnetic. It draws more positive experiences, people, and opportunities into your life. Gratitude is not just a passive feeling, it is an active force that sets things in motion. When you express appreciation for what you already have, you signal to your subconscious mind that you are ready for more, and it starts to align your thoughts and actions with that desire. Furthermore, practicing gratitude shifts your focus from a sense of lack to a sense of sufficiency. Many people live their lives with an underlying feeling of not enough money, not enough time, not enough success. This mindset keeps them trapped in a cycle of striving, chasing after external achievements in an attempt to fill an internal void. But when you practice gratitude, you realize that you already have everything you need. This doesn't mean you stop pursuing your goals or ambitions, but it changes the energy behind your actions. Instead of coming from a place of need or scarcity, your actions come from a place of abundance and fulfillment. This shift in energy has a profound impact on the results you get. Gratitude also fosters a sense of connection to others. When you express gratitude for the people in your life, you strengthen relationships and build deeper bonds. Whether it's a partner, friend, colleague, or family member, showing appreciation for their contributions brings people closer together. Gratitude is a language of love and respect. When others feel appreciated, they are more likely to reciprocate, creating a cycle of mutual support and encouragement. This sense of connection is not only uplifting, but it also expands your network and opens up more opportunities for collaboration, growth, and success. Another key benefit of gratitude is its ability to increase your resilience. Life is filled with ups and downs, and it's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. But gratitude gives you the perspective to see challenges as opportunities for growth. When you are grateful, you are able to find meaning in even the most difficult situations. You can look back on past struggles and recognize how they shaped you, taught you valuable lessons, and brought you to where you are today. Gratitude allows you to embrace life's challenges with a sense of curiosity and optimism, rather than fear or resistance. The practice of gratitude also improves your overall health and well-being. Studies have shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, improved sleep, and better physical health. Repetition works because it creates grooves in the mind, much like water carving a path through rock over time. When you repeat a thought, it begins as a faint trail, barely noticeable. But as that thought is repeated over and over, it deepens and strengthens until it becomes a well-worn path. This is how beliefs are formed, not in a single moment, but through the steady accumulation of repeated ideas. Think of the beliefs you hold about yourself today. Whether they are empowering or limiting, they were not born overnight. They were built gradually, reinforced by the words you heard, the experiences you lived, and the conclusions you drew. If you grew up hearing messages of encouragement, chances are you developed a belief in your abilities. But if you were surrounded by negativity or doubt, those messages may have planted seeds of insecurity or fear. The beauty of repetition is that it is not bound by the past. No matter what beliefs have been instilled in you, repetition gives you the power to reshape them. By consciously repeating new, empowering ideas, you can override old patterns and replace them with ones that serve your highest potential. This process doesn't require dramatic effort or complex techniques, it only requires consistency. Let's consider why repetition is so effective. The subconscious mind is not analytical or critical, it simply absorbs what it is exposed to most often. When an idea is presented repeatedly, the subconscious begins to accept it as truth. It does not differentiate between a thought that serves you and one that limits you, it only recognizes frequency. This is why it's so important to take control of what you allow into your mind. When you deliberately choose to repeat empowering thoughts, you are essentially training your mind. You are saying, this is the path I want to walk, the belief I want to hold, the reality I want to create. The more often you repeat these thoughts, the stronger they become. Over time, they replace the old, limiting beliefs that no longer align with who you are or you want to be. Repetition also works because it builds momentum. At first, introducing a new thought or belief can feel unnatural, even uncomfortable. The old patterns are deeply ingrained, and your mind may resist the change. But with each repetition, the new thought becomes a little more familiar, a little more comfortable. What once felt foreign begins to feel natural, and eventually it becomes automatic. This process is not just mental, it's also physiological. Repeated thoughts create new neural pathways in the brain. These pathways are like highways for your thoughts. The more often you travel them, the easier and faster the journey becomes. Neuroscience has shown that the brain has incredible plasticity, meaning it can reorganize itself based on your experiences and repeated behaviors. By choosing to focus on empowering thoughts and repeating them consistently, you are literally rewiring your brain. Repetition is not about blind optimism or empty words. It's about creating alignment between your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. When you repeat an empowering idea, it begins to influence your self-perception. That new perception then informs your actions, which in turn reinforce the belief. For example, if you repeatedly tell yourself, I am confident, you start to see yourself as a confident person. This self-image then guides your behavior. You stand taller, speak more assertively, and take on challenges with greater determination. These actions reinforce the belief, creating a positive feedback loop. Some people dismiss repetition as unnecessary or redundant, but they fail to recognize its true power. Think of how we learn any skill or habit, whether it's playing an instrument, driving a car, or speaking a new language. Mastery comes from repeated practice. The same principle applies to the mind. To master your thoughts, you must practice them repeatedly until they align with the reality you wish to create. Repetition also builds resilience. When challenges arise, your repeated thoughts and beliefs serve as a foundation to steady you. They become a reservoir of strength you can draw upon in difficult times. If you have spent weeks, months, or years repeating thoughts of confidence and self-belief, those thoughts will be there to guide you when you face adversity. In the end, repetition is not just a method, it is a commitment. It is the quiet, steady work of building a better mindset, one thought at a time. It requires patience and persistence, but the rewards are immeasurable. Through repetition, you are not only changing your thoughts, you are changing your identity, your actions, and your destiny. With every repeated affirmation, you are carving out a new path, one that leads to growth, success, and fulfillment. Self-compassion is the foundation of personal growth, the essential element that transforms challenges into opportunities and mistakes into stepping stones. It is not indulgence or weakness, as some might mistakenly believe. Instead, it is the quiet strength that allows you to face life's difficulties with courage and resilience. Without self-compassion, personal growth becomes a battle against oneself, a constant struggle to overcome, rather than an invitation to evolve. With self-compassion, however, growth becomes a natural and empowering process. At its core, self-compassion is the ability to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a close friend or loved one. Think about a time when someone you cared about faced a setback or felt inadequate. Did you judge them harshly or belittle them? Of course not. You likely offered words of encouragement, reminded them of their worth, and reassured them that their struggles did not define them. Yet how often do you extend that same grace to yourself? Many of us are conditioned to believe that self-criticism is necessary for improvement. We think that by being hard on ourselves, we are motivating change. But this approach often backfires. Harsh self-judgment creates a sense of unworthiness and fear, which can paralyze rather than propel. Instead of learning from our mistakes, we become trapped in a cycle of guilt and shame. Self-compassion, on the other hand, creates a safe space for growth. It allows us to acknowledge our imperfections without being overwhelmed by them. To cultivate self-compassion, you must first recognize that you are human. This might seem obvious, but it's something we often forget when we hold ourselves to impossibly high standards. Being human means being imperfect. It means making mistakes, experiencing setbacks, and sometimes falling short of our expectations. This is not failure, it is life. When you accept this, you can stop punishing yourself for not being perfect and start focusing on what you can learn and how you can grow. Self-compassion also requires mindfulness. It involves being present with your emotions and experiences without judgment or suppression. When you encounter difficulties, your natural instinct might be to push the pain away or deny its existence. But growth comes from facing your emotions, not running from them. Mindfulness allows you to acknowledge your feelings with honesty and clarity. It gives you the perspective to see your challenges as part of a larger journey rather than insurmountable obstacles. One of the most powerful aspects of self-compassion is its ability to transform your inner dialogue. For many, the voice inside their head is not a supportive ally but a relentless critic. It points out every flaw, amplifies every failure, and diminishes every success. Imagine if this voice belonged to another person. Would you listen to someone who constantly criticized and undermined you? Of course not. You would seek out people who uplift and inspire you. So why should your inner voice be any different? Through self-compassion, you can train your inner voice to become a source of encouragement rather than judgment. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," you can say, "I am learning and improving every day." Instead of "I failed," you can say, "I tried and I will try again." These shifts might seem small, but they have a profound impact. They change the way you see yourself and your potential. They allow you to approach challenges with confidence rather than fear. Self-compassion is not just about being kind to yourself in moments of struggle, it is also about celebrating your successes. Too often we downplay our achievements or dismiss them as luck, but acknowledging your progress is essential for growth. When you recognize how far you've come, you build the belief that you can go even further. Self-compassion encourages you to see your accomplishments as evidence of your capability rather than exceptions to the rule. It's important to understand that self-compassion is not a one-time act but an ongoing practice. Just as you wouldn't expect a single workout to make you physically fit, you can't expect a single moment of self-kindness to change your mindset. Cultivating self-compassion requires consistent effort. It means making a conscious choice every day to treat yourself with kindness, even when it feels difficult. This practice is not just for your benefit, it also enhances your relationships with others. When you are compassionate with yourself, you are more likely to extend that compassion to those around you. You become less judgmental, more patient, and more understanding. Personal growth, after all, is not just about achieving your goals, it's about becoming the kind of person who inspires and uplifts others. Self-compassion doesn't mean avoiding accountability. It means holding yourself accountable in a way that is constructive rather than destructive. It means recognizing your mistakes without letting them define you and using them as opportunities to grow rather than reasons to give up. This is the essence of true growth, the ability to rise, not in spite of your challenges, but because of them. When you approach life with self-compassion, you unlock The power of words is one of the most extraordinary forces in our lives, yet it's often underestimated or even overlooked. What you say to yourself, both aloud and in the quiet chambers of your mind, becomes the foundation upon which your reality is built. Words are not fleeting or insignificant. They are seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And like all seeds, they grow either into lush gardens of possibility or tangled weeds of limitation. Consider this: every thought you entertain and every word you speak to yourself is a direct instruction to your mind about what to believe, what to prioritize, and ultimately what to create. Your mind does not argue with you. It does not debate your statements. Instead, it accepts them as truth and begins to organize your life accordingly. This is why it is so vital to take control of your self-talk, to make it deliberate and constructive, rather than careless and destructive. Most people live their lives unaware of the immense power they wield through their inner dialogue. They say things to themselves they would never dare say to another person. Harsh criticisms, judgments, and doubts become the background noise of their daily existence. They don't realize that these words are not passive. They are active forces shaping their self-image, confidence, and decisions. If you tell yourself, "I'm not good at this," or "I'll never succeed," you are giving your mind a directive to stop trying, to close doors, and to settle for less. But what happens when you begin to reverse that pattern? What happens when you consciously choose to speak to yourself with encouragement, optimism, and belief? The change may not be immediate, but it is inevitable. Over time, the repeated use of empowering words rewires your thought patterns. It's like rerouting a river. The flow may take some time to adjust, but eventually it carves a new path. Let me illustrate this with an analogy. Imagine that your mind is like a vast field. Negative self-talk is akin to planting weeds, easy to scatter but persistent and invasive. Positive self-talk, on the other hand, is like planting flowers or crops. It requires intention, care, and consistency. At first, the weeds may seem dominant because they've been growing unchecked for years. But as you continue to plant and nurture the right seeds, the flowers will eventually flourish, crowding out the weeds. The beauty of this process is its simplicity. You don't need special tools or elaborate rituals. All you need is a commitment to choose your words wisely. When you catch yourself thinking or saying something negative, stop and ask, "Would I want this thought to become my reality?" If the answer is no, replace it with something better. For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I'm terrible at this," replace it with, "I'm learning and improving every day." It's important to note that this isn't about lying to yourself or ignoring challenges. It's about shifting your focus from limitations to possibilities. Instead of saying, "This is too hard," you might say, "This is a challenge I'm capable of overcoming." The words you choose don't just change your mindset, they change your energy. They shift you from a state of resignation to a state of action, from doubt to determination. The power of words lies in their ability to create alignment. When your words reflect your goals and values, they align your thoughts and actions, creating momentum toward what you desire. Think about the most successful people you know or admire. Do they speak to themselves with defeat and doubt, or do they use words of faith, confidence, and vision? Success is rarely an accident. It is the natural outcome of thoughts and words consistently focused on growth and achievement. This is not a theory or a concept confined to motivational speeches. It is a universal principle that you can observe in your own life. When you focus on problems, you see more problems. When you focus on solutions, opportunities begin to appear. Your words act as a filter for your experience, highlighting the possibilities or obstacles you choose to emphasize. So why not make the conscious choice to talk to yourself as though you are your greatest advocate? Speak as if you already believe in your potential, even if you're still working to fully embrace it. Say, "I am capable," even when the task feels daunting. Say, "I deserve happiness and success," even if part of you doubts it. Because the more you repeat these words, the more your subconscious will accept them as truth. And once that happens, your actions will naturally follow suit. Every word you speak to yourself is an opportunity to either build or dismantle your confidence. It is a choice between strengthening your resolve or feeding your fears. The power of words is not in their sound, but in the belief they instill and the momentum they create. Use this power wisely, for it holds the key to shaping not just your thoughts, but your entire reality. Reprogramming your subconscious mind through positive affirmations is one of the most powerful and transformative practices you can adopt. The subconscious is the silent architect of your life, quietly shaping your beliefs, actions, and outcomes based on the information it receives. It doesn't reason or question, it simply accepts what it's given and acts accordingly. This is why the words you repeatedly tell yourself hold such extraordinary power. They become the blueprint for your reality. Most people don't realize that their subconscious mind is being programmed constantly, whether intentionally or not. From an early age, we absorb messages from our environment, our families, schools, culture, and experiences. These messages, often repeated, settle into our subconscious, forming beliefs about who we are and what we're capable of. Unfortunately, many of these messages are limiting. They tell us that success is for other people, that we're not good enough, or that life is inherently difficult and full of obstacles. The good news is that these beliefs are not set in stone. Just as they were programmed into your subconscious mind, they can be reprogrammed. This is where the power of affirmations comes in. Affirmations are positive, present tense statements that are deliberately chosen to replace the negative, limiting beliefs you've carried for years. They act like new instructions, redirecting your subconscious toward empowering and expansive thoughts. The key to effective affirmations lies in their repetition and emotional resonance. Your subconscious mind learns through repetition, just like a habit is formed through consistent action. When you repeat an affirmation regularly, it begins to take root in your mind, gradually replacing the old, negative beliefs. But repetition alone is not enough. To truly reprogram your subconscious, you must engage your emotions. Words spoken without feeling are like seeds scattered on dry, rocky soil. They are unlikely to grow. When you speak an affirmation with conviction, enthusiasm, and belief, it becomes a powerful force that resonates deeply within you. One of the most common misconceptions about affirmations is that you must already believe them for them to work. This is not true. At first, an affirmation may feel awkward or even false. You might think, I can't say I am successful when I'm struggling. But this discomfort is simply your old programming resisting change. The truth is, you don't need to believe the affirmation fully at the start. You only need to repeat it consistently and with intention. Over time, as it becomes more familiar, your subconscious will begin to accept it as true. Consider the power of affirmations in this way. Your subconscious mind is like a thermostat. It's been set to a certain level based on your past experiences and beliefs. If that level is low, if you've been programmed to think small or expect little from life, your subconscious will work to keep you there. But when you use affirmations, you begin to raise that thermostat. You set a new standard for what you expect and believe is possible. And just like a thermostat adjusts the temperature of a room to match its setting, your subconscious will adjust your thoughts, actions, and even circumstances to align with your new beliefs. The beauty of this process is that it's accessible to everyone. You don't need special skills or resources to begin using affirmations. All you need is a willingness to commit to the practice. Start by identifying the areas of your life where you feel stuck or limited. Then create affirmations that speak directly to those areas. For example, if you struggle with self-doubt, you might say, I am confident and capable of achieving my goals. If you feel unworthy of success, you might affirm, I deserve happiness, abundance, and success in all areas of my life. It's important to speak your affirmations in the present tense, as though they are already true. This is because your subconscious mind operates in the present moment. It doesn't understand future projections like I will be. Saying I am sends a clear and direct message that the affirmation is your current reality, which accelerates the reprogramming process. Another crucial aspect of affirmations is consistency. Reprogramming your subconscious mind is not a one-time event, it's a daily practice. Just as it takes time to unlearn old habits, it takes time to install new beliefs. The more consistently you repeat your affirmations, the stronger their influence becomes. Many people find it helpful to incorporate affirmations into their morning and evening routines, as these are times when the subconscious mind is most receptive. As you continue this practice, you'll begin to notice subtle but profound changes. Your thoughts will become more positive, your actions more aligned with your goals, and your results more reflective of your true potential. This isn't magic, it's the natural outcome of feeding your mind with empowering, uplifting messages. Your subconscious mind is like a computer, and affirmations are the programming code. By rewriting the code, you change the entire operating system of your life. Reprogramming your subconscious through affirmations is not just about thinking positively, it's about creating a new identity. When you affirm, "I am confident," you're not merely describing a trait you'd like to have, you're declaring who you are. And when you consistently declare something, your subconscious mind works tirelessly to make it your reality. This is the true power of affirmations. They don't just change what you think, they change who you are and what you believe you can achieve. Repetition is the cornerstone of lasting change, especially when it comes to reprogramming the mind and shifting ingrained patterns. The mind, particularly the subconscious, learns through repetition. It thrives on consistency and familiarity. Every belief you hold, every habit you follow, and every automatic thought you experience has been embedded through repeated exposure. It is important to note that gratitude is not about ignoring your problems or pretending everything is perfect. Life is filled with challenges, and it is natural to feel frustration, disappointment, or sadness from time to time. However, practicing gratitude doesn't mean you avoid or suppress these emotions. Instead, it means you acknowledge them without letting them dominate your thoughts or your life. It means that even in the face of difficulty, you can find something to be thankful for. This mindset helps you navigate adversity with greater strength and resilience, knowing that even in the most challenging times, there are things to be grateful for. Gratitude is a practice that grows stronger with time. The more you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, the more you attract positive experiences into your life. It becomes a habit, a way of living, and a tool for shaping your reality. By intentionally cultivating gratitude, you can transform your mindset, your relationships, and your experiences, ultimately leading you to a life of abundance, fulfillment, and success. Success is not an accident, it is a result of deliberate action, focused effort, and consistent application of principles that guide us toward our goals. The idea that success happens by chance or luck is one of the most pervasive misconceptions. Success is the natural byproduct of the decisions we make, the actions we take, and the mindset we cultivate each and every day. The key to success lies in recognizing that it is not something that happens to us, but something that happens through us. The first step in the journey toward success is clarity. Without clarity, you cannot move forward with purpose. Many people fail to achieve their goals because they are unclear about what they truly want. They set vague goals such as "I want to be successful" or "I want to be happy," but these goals lack specificity. In order to succeed, you must define what success looks like for you. This requires getting clear about your desires, your values, and your vision for your life. What kind of person do you want to be? What do you want to accomplish? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? These are the questions that, when answered with precision, will lay the foundation for your success. Once you have clarity, the next essential element of success is focus. The world is filled with distractions, and in today's fast-paced society, it can be easy to become overwhelmed by the multitude of options and opportunities that come your way. To be successful, you must learn to focus on what truly matters. This means dedicating your time and energy to the activities that align with your goals and saying no to the things that don't. Focus allows you to avoid wasting precious resources on activities that do not contribute to your desired outcomes. The more focused you are, the more effective you will be in moving toward your goals. Success also requires discipline. It is not enough to set goals or make plans, you must follow through with consistent action. Discipline is the bridge between desire and accomplishment. It is the willingness to take action, even when motivation wanes or obstacles arise. Many people start strong, fueled by excitement and enthusiasm, but as time passes, their commitment begins to fade. Success, however, demands persistence. It requires you to continue working toward your goals, regardless of the challenges you may face. It is not the person who starts the journey, but the person who finishes it that experiences true success. In addition to discipline, resilience is another key ingredient in achieving success. Life is full of setbacks, failures, and disappointments. The path to success is rarely linear, and the journey is often marked by moments of doubt and frustration. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from these setbacks, learn from them, and continue moving forward with renewed determination. When faced with adversity, resilient individuals do not give up or allow failure to define them. Instead, they use setbacks as fuel for growth, understanding that failure is not the opposite of success but a necessary part of the process. Success requires the ability to adapt, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep going no matter how difficult the road may seem. Another critical factor in success is the willingness to take risks. Successful individuals understand that comfort and growth cannot coexist. In order to achieve greatness, you must be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and embrace uncertainty. Taking risks involves making decisions that may feel uncomfortable or unfamiliar, but these are the decisions that lead to growth and expansion. Fear of failure often holds people back from pursuing their dreams. But it is important to understand that failure is not a permanent condition, it is simply a stepping stone on the path to success. The most successful people are those who are willing to fail, learn, and try again. Furthermore, success requires the ability to manage time effectively. Time is our most valuable resource, and how we use it directly impacts the results we achieve. Successful individuals are intentional with their time, prioritizing tasks that move them closer to their goals and avoiding time-wasting activities. Time management is not about working harder, it's about working smarter. By identifying your highest priorities and dedicating focused blocks of time to them, you can make significant progress toward your goals each day. Success doesn't happen by accident, it happens through the consistent, intentional use of time. While all of these elements, clarity, focus, discipline, resilience, risk-taking, and time management, are crucial, the most important aspect of success is your mindset. The way you think determines the way you act, and your actions determine your outcomes. A positive, growth-oriented mindset is the foundation of success. When you believe that you can achieve your goals, you are more likely to take the necessary actions to make them a reality. When you approach challenges with the belief that they are opportunities for growth, you are more likely to find creative solutions and stay motivated in the face of adversity. Success also requires the ability to continually learn and evolve. The world is constantly changing, and in order to stay ahead, you must commit to lifelong learning. This means being open to new ideas, seeking feedback, and constantly improving your skills and knowledge. The most successful individuals are those who never stop learning. They are always seeking ways to expand their understanding, refine their abilities, and adapt to changing circumstances. The pursuit of knowledge and growth is a continuous process, and it is this commitment to learning that separates successful people from those who remain stagnant. Success is not an overnight achievement, it is the result of consistent effort, smart decisions, and a mindset that embraces growth. It is the culmination of all of these principles working in harmony. You do not need to be born with extraordinary talent or circumstances to be successful. What matters most is your commitment to the process and your willingness to do what is necessary to achieve your goals. Success is available to anyone who is willing to put in the work, make the right decisions, and keep moving forward with unwavering belief in their ability to succeed. The power of consistency cannot be overstated. Consistency is the key that unlocks doors to success, growth, and personal transformation. It is often the small, seemingly insignificant actions done consistently over time that lead to monumental changes. People are quick to seek shortcuts or fast results, but the true secret to achieving anything worthwhile in life lies in the steady, persistent application of effort toward a clear goal. The foundation of success is not built on grand gestures or bursts of energy, it is built on the quiet, ongoing commitment to taking the right actions day after day. Consistency works because it is the natural force that propels us forward when motivation fades. Motivation, while powerful in the beginning, is fleeting and unreliable. There will always be days when you don't feel like working, when your energy wanes or distractions pull you in different directions. But it is during these moments that consistency makes all the difference. Consistency is what keeps you moving forward even when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's the commitment to show up, do the work, and stay on track despite the emotional ups and downs. In the absence of motivation, consistency becomes your guiding force. The reason consistency is so powerful is because it builds momentum. When you take action, no matter how small, each step adds to your progress. The cumulative effect of consistent actions over time leads to compound results. This is true in every area of life, whether it's health, wealth, relationships, or personal growth. If you want to lose weight, it's not about the occasional intense workout or diet restriction. It's about consistently making healthy choices day in and day out. If you want to become skilled at something, it's not about cramming or hoping for a breakthrough moment. It's about showing up each day, putting in the work, and improving little by little. Success in any field is the result of small actions compounded over time. The beauty of consistency is that it removes the need for perfection. Perfectionism is often a barrier to progress. People think they have to do things perfectly or not at all. But consistency doesn't demand perfection, it demands persistence. It's about showing up consistently and making progress, no matter how imperfect the process might seem. Every mistake, every misstep is simply part of the journey. The important thing is to keep moving forward. Each action, each attempt, no matter how flawed, brings you closer to your goal. Over time, those small efforts, compounded day after day, lead to a mastery of the process, a honing of skill, and the achievement of success. The path to success is paved with discipline, but it is consistency that keeps you walking that path. When you commit to consistency, you establish a rhythm in your life that eliminates the need for constant willpower. This rhythm creates habits that become second nature, making it easier to continue taking the right actions even when life gets busy or difficult. Success is not an event, it's a process. It is the repeated, consistent application of effort toward a well-defined goal that gradually leads to the results you desire. The most successful people aren't necessarily the ones with the most talent or resources, they are the ones who simply didn't quit. The consistency also breeds confidence. The more consistently you work toward your goals, the more evidence you gather that you are capable of success. This builds your belief in your ability to succeed, which in turn reinforces your commitment to the process. It becomes a self-fulfilling cycle. The more you see progress from consistent effort, the more motivated you become to continue, and the more progress you make. Confidence comes not from wishing for success, but from the steady accumulation of results that are directly tied to your actions.